Right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm never gonna let you go, people. I'm never gonna let you go. It's just nothing but bird love, nothing but love from the birds, and nothing from coo. We gotta, when we say I love you in pigeon, we say coo, coo,
And the
coo,
pigeons are
coo,
everywhere. So, yes, I'm not going to
coo.
let you go.
I'm never gonna let you go there. Yes, exactly. And Welcome everybody. It's Wednesday, October 5th, here in overcast California, wherever you are. I hope it's nice and warm, and I hope you guys are rocking and rolling and flying. So, of course, we have some sad news, but before, welcome Vera. You're with us here today. How are you cooing? How are you cooing in?
Ooh,
Cool.
cool.
All right. Woo. Welcome, Vera. And if you're here, welcome. Thank you for joining us on Twitter Spaces. We know it's Wednesday's a busy day. If you are, of course, elsewhere or reading us on the transcript or in our YouTubes, we want to say thank you for joining us. Thank you, of course, to the Paloma community. This is a resilient flock. This is a good flock. And this is an amazing flock. And thank you, everyone, for being patient. All right, so we're going to drop into our agenda with we have a lot to talk about today. So we have done quite a bit, and it is very, very busy. But with first things we're going to start off with is we are at a chain halt. So Paloma is currently at a chain halt as of this moment, and we want to let everybody know that we are aware. This is a chain halt on testnet, not mainnet, so calm down. This is a halt on testnet 11 that we launched, and we are aware of the problem and we're fixing it. So we'll be releasing a new tag to everyone today so that we can get back into flight. And of course, we just want to say thank you to the Confio team that has been helping us. So everybody, we are ready to take flight again. We've identified our issue, pretty sure what the fix is, and we're moving to get the flock back in formation. And what is Paloma? So if you hear for the first time, you're like, I have no idea what you guys do. I only know that this is, Paloma means pigeons, and pigeons are annoying. But we're Paloma. We're permissionless cross-chain messaging protocol. That means fully permissionless. Anybody can come and essentially build on Paloma to talk to other chains. What makes Paloma special is we focus on fast, low latency. So our validator set competes to send your message on time. As Nico and I would joke, FedEx Chain is a shitty name. We used to call it, was code name FedEx Chain for a bit because we want messages to get where they need to go fast. Messages need to go cross chain fast because if you want to win over MEV, or if you want to win across even wherever transactions and getting in time, if you want to win on NFTs and making sure you never lose an NFT, you want to be with the fastest chain or the fastest communicating chain. You want to be with the fastest message relayer, and that is Paloma. We're secure. Again, Paloma aims to be secure. The validators set 175 validators. Anyone can join and become a validator. We make it very easy. It just takes 10 grains. All you got to do is get some seeds and you can start validating. Also, Paloma is an open fee market for message routing, right? So again, people ask what makes Paloma special? Why should you care? Is that if you want to compete to be a validator, you're competing to be a message relayer. And that message relayer activity is the activity of sending messages the fastest. We think validators are best tasked to do that. And because validators want to do it, that means that anybody can compete to say, hey, we want to be able to validate and send messages fastest to the network. So that is Paloma, and that makes us special. You never think pigeons are fast birds, but what they are omnipresent birds. And so, they are omnipresent and they are always persistent and they're always hungry. So, you know that the Paloma network is always hungry to send your message. It is hungry to get the message to the next point, and they are everywhere. So they don't have to be
Well,
fast.
I heard there's special pigeons with jetpacks though,
Ah,
so
that's
you have to
right.
do
I'm
your
sorry.
fast.
Okay, you know what? We have outfitted pigeons with a special jetpack. Let me tell you, it's like modern. It's an electrical jetpack, so it's zero. No, it's carbon neutral. No emissions jetpacks that make them go faster. But I also like to say because pigeons are everywhere, your message will always get there, right? You always get there, and it's always get there first. All right, so let's talk about what happened last week. We had a big week last week, and we still have to tell folks the good news. Mainly, we're going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about PIP, our limit orders, and Vera's going to help me and help explain that. And then we're going to talk about limit order bots, and then we're going to talk about Binance Smart Chain. All right. So first of all, we have limit orders. Cool, 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 cool.
Ooh.
Cool. If you ever trade on Uniswap, like if you just do a simple swap. So here it is, for example, I want to buy ETH on Uniswap, but I don't want to spend, I don't want to buy it at, $1,200. I want to buy ETH at $2,000. Yeah, because you know what? I'm just like that, and I have USDC. So you can now use, but here's the problem. How do you open up a limit order to purchase ETH at $2,000 when it's only $1,200 or $1,300 today? That sucks. Well, you can either build your own program, right? You can write a program to run on your server to keep checking the ETH price and make the purchase on Uniswap. You can put your keys in a secret stash somewhere, and you can say, great, you know what, nobody will look at this, and it will run it. You could use one of the, you could use Keeper Network, right? So you can say, hey, I want to, have Keeper Network execute a trade for me. That's awesome. You could use that on Ethereum. But you still have to build your own instructions and have the keepers bid on it, and then they decide whether or not you're paying the right price. Lots of different solutions. But what if you just wanted to have a program that you could say, hey, can I just look at the limit order program, put in my values, say this is what I'd like to, this is my start price, this is my stop price. And then I just wanted to go and deploy it, and then it runs, and I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about where my money is. I can go for, another year. And as soon as Ethereum hits $2,000, my USDC, my 2000 USDC will go purchase that ETH. That is currently now what we have with the Paloma PIF limit order bot. Our limit order bot software is all open source. You can head to Paloma's GitHub. You should be able to download it there. And we have already done it with a test, so it's already sort of live with a test to essentially purchase ETH. And it purchases ETH on Uniswap v3. So it's already built in. You can literally copy it and take it and go use it to play with it, to do purchase orders on Paloma. Now, what this means is that there are a few moving pieces to make this magic happen. And it's a very simple demonstration of Paloma because one, you're using the validator security set or the validator set to send a message. Two, the pigeons are sending you a message, so they're competing for fees right now. We don't have the fee market open, so you can use this at will, and the pigeons will be refunded by the Paloma Foundation. And again, as well, is that you're now using PIP prices. So we have the PIP network from the Jump Trading team. We are been using their software, and we're sort of super happy to say that we're possibly the first PIP mainnet limit order bot trading app from the PIP oracles. And you can use that to, you're using PIP mainnet. So we're using PIP mainnet data to make that trade. There's lots of different prices and data you can get from PIP mainnet contracts on Paloma that you can use to create limit orders on Ethereum. And when we did this, this happened on Friday. So if you say, Tarek, when did you guys do this? This happened on Friday. So we really haven't, we've been waiting to send the press release and announcement. It happened on Friday, which is a dead news day. But we sort of shared it with folks in the flock. If you're in the community, you'll see that, on our forum, you'll see we had this news. But what's really cool is that this is not just limited to Uniswap. You can use or essentially customize the PIP limit order bot for any DEX that you would like to send a limit order to. Now, how it works is you have Paloma, which sends the message. You have PIP, which is the prices, which is the price feed. And then you have Paloma again, which actually checks, the messages or checks the prices. And the way it works is, one, you will deploy the limit order bot Cosmos contract. So you can do that today, deploy the contract. And then what that contract will do was essentially run on Uniswap and create a Uniswap range order, right, at a price range you set. So you set your price range, how much you want to buy. For me, I like to buy ETH at 2,000 because, wow, I'm a big spender. You can set that price range with the limit order bot, deploy the contract, and it will run and create on Ethereum your order for buying ETH at that price. Of course, the way it then works is that as the prices change on Ethereum, these events get emitted. And once the events get emitted on chain, the Paloma validators and the Paloma relayers are checking, they're testing, they're constantly looking. So when they see an event change, they then go and execute the next command, which is the sale, right? So Paloma validators and the Paloma relayers deploy, price changes on Ethereum Uniswap, and then boom, magic. When price changes and crosses, the event emissions are collected by the Paloma validators and then executed on so that you can have your ETH at $2,000 USDC because, hey, that's how you like to roll. And so we really want to say congratulations to the team, particularly the team at Volume that has been working on this for months. It's been a tough one to pull off because again, PIP has been changing, deployments and Paloma has been changing. We've been releasing a new Paloma release every week. If you've been on it, you know that we're now up to release 10.1, 10.2. So continuous releasing of Paloma, continuous fixes, and continuous changes has made this a challenge to continuously debug and progress. But finally, success in that it has happened. And what we want to encourage folks to do is say, hey, come check out the Limit Order Art software if you're interested. Come to our community, check us out at palomachain.com, join our forum, join our Discord, and come tell us how you'd like to see the Limit Order bot be used, because we think there's a lot of opportunity here to use this technology in ways that have yet to be discovered. And so we want to say thank you to the PIP team as well for making this happen. This was a success, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to talk next week a little bit more about it on our next show. We will feature it. So get ready. We'll actually have some more chats about this limit order bot come next week. So Vera, did I miss anything on PIP?
No, you covered it all. I'm really excited for it. I think it's been a really fun project to kind of like see this come to life.
Yeah,
We started with the test net prices from PIP, and then when they upgrade it and we're ready, we're like, well, we're already integrating with ETH mainnet. Why not do PIP mainnet too?
that's right. That's right.
Paloma's a chain that likes to do mainnet, integrate with other mainnet chains.
Because we test and prod. That's how we roll, right? So cool, test and prod. Cool. So somebody listening, somebody reading this transcript is going to say, wow, I want to build a service that leverages the Paloma pigeons to essentially execute just-in-time transactions on any blockchain supported by Paloma. I don't know who it is that is listening on this show, but somebody listening will say, wow, I want to do that. And I think that can be a huge, huge business opportunity, a huge network opportunity, and a game changer in the crypto space. Just-in-time liquidity from the Paloma network to any chain, servicing any demand. I'm going to say it slowly because I know many folks, may say I talk too fast. But the massive opportunity here is if you are a developer and you think this is a cool thing to play with, we encourage you to come to Paloma Chain and try out and play with the limit order bot and tell us what you think about it. And, tell us how you'd like to continue to improve on it, because just-in-time liquidity is going to become more and more important as we enter into a fuller cross-chain world, right? You're going to want to get your ETH over to Binance Smart Chain to execute a BNB contract just in time. You're going to want that liquidity to move back over to Ethereum or go to Optimism or Arbitrum just in time. So you need a network that is constantly competing to send your messages as quickly, as privately, as fast as possible, so you can take advantage of being fast. The nature of what is happening in the blockchain is speed will continue to become important. It's about speed. It's about speed. And speed in moving liquidity is a big, 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 big undiscovered country, right? You hear stuff about MEV, people talking about MEV, reordering transactions, right? You hear stuff about, NFTs needing to other people snipe them. Leveraging Paloma, you can now monitoring systems that can execute transactions when they need to happen. So, community, this is your alpha. I like giving you alpha. It's big alpha. We've already built the limit order bot. Come try it out. Talk to us. We're also talking to the jump trading team. We have an open Telegram with them. Glad to continue to push this forward if folks think, oh, this is very cool. But don't think this is just limited to jump or to trading or to PIP. You can now possibly use the same model for NFTs, right? You want to swipe an NFT as soon as it's released, right? But you don't want to have to build an entire server network or server system to do it. You don't want to have to hire tens of developers to build your sniping, sniping NFT buyer or NFT buying bot. Come to Paloma. You can build a bot here and have the Paloma network executed for you. Cool. That's the alpha. I got more alpha for you, but you got to keep listening. So let's talk about the next thing that we did last week, which was Binance Smart Chain. We launched on Binance. The flock took flight to Binance Smart Chain land. Whoo. And the flock landed on Binance and has been pecking at it since Friday. Now, okay, fine, we have a little chain hiccups, but it was validators in the Cosmos were sending security heartbeats and Paloma heartbeats to Binance Smart Chain. We want to say thank you to all the pigeons at Paloma who were like, I have no idea where we're going next. I have no idea where this guy is taking us, but I'm going to flap my wings there. You came to Binance Smart Chain. You funded 0.05 BNB, which is about $60. Thank you for doing that, and you will be refunded. So yeah, last night we were just patching and fixing up our automated refund scripts to refund the Binance folks, the Binance pigeons who are sending validation messages. So now we are going to be on 2 chains on their mainnets. Again, we crossed another threshold last week, over 1,000 messages delivered from the Paloma testnet. Again, I'll repeat, the Paloma testnet is delivering 1,000 messages to the mainnets. We're not even at Paloma mainnet yet. We are successfully doing this. So cool.
Sorry.
Yeah.
One more thing I wanted to add, when you said, some pigeons are wondering where we're going next. I mean, I think the beauty is that any pigeon can also have a say in where we're going next,
Correct.
because we went to
Correct.
Binance Smart Chain through
Correct.
governance. So
Correct. Oh my
any
God.
pigeon can put
Talk to
up a
me about the
proposal.
pips. Talk to me about the pips. Tell them about the pips. Come
I
on,
don't know who
Vera.
came up with that word PIP, but
We got the pips. Woo-hoo! We got the pips. Cool. The pips. Anybody can now propose a new
PIP,
target EVM. Oh
exactly.
God.
Paloma
Wait,
improvement
hold on. We need
proposal.
another hour. We need another hour. Jesus, we need another hour. This is insane. Um, uh, ah. Okay. Thank you, Vera. Okay. Pigeons, the pips are out. The pips are out. Last week, Friday, Thursday, we also published the PIP process. And we started with the first PIP, which was to Binance Smart Chain. However, because the PIPs process is now out, Vera is correct. Correct. And one can now propose a new target EVM. Okay, we'll say that slowly again. Anyone can propose a new target EVM on our testnet. And I know we should be like doing an entire conference, but it's like so much work. So it only takes 10 grains, right? And 10 testnet grains. That's not even real money. It only takes 10 imaginary grains to propose a new chain. The instructions on how to do so are in our forum. So anybody can copy a pasta the instructions and say, hey, let's go to a new chain. I want to go to a new chain. And yes, volume will cover the validator costs and the validator gas spent on these chains. So no will go hungry for gas. They will be refunded. So where do we go next? Where I want to go next, but if you're listening, if you're reading, come to palomachain.com, check out the chains we have live, and come propose a new chain. If you think. Now, right now, we're supporting EVM chains only. So there are tons of EVM chains, but come propose a new chain because I'm going to propose a new chain. I don't know. I've never proposed a new chain. I have no idea who proposes a new chain. Sorry about that. I have no idea who the Bowery King is. But what you should do is come propose a new chain and let's take the flock there and let's start building apps and doing cross-chain communications, maybe limit order bots on that other chain. Okay, so I'll say that Binance Smart Chain is active. And although we have upgraded to a new chain ID to in recovery from our last chain halt, that we are deployed new contracts to Binance Smart Chain as well as to Ethereum. Also today, because we're going through the chain halt, we just want to say we kind of have eyes on what happened in our postmortem for the current chain issue. And so we will be releasing a new tag today for folks. So today, Wednesday, October 5th, we'll have a new tag. That should be a V10.3. And that V10.3 is going to remove some of the non-determinism that may cause app hash errors. So the last set of app hash errors were caused by an old version of WASM-D. We're now upgraded, so we should have that fixed. The new version, the new series of app hash errors have been caused by essentially a non-deterministic Go feature being used. So we're going to change that, remove that, so that we can get back to it. So that is coming. With that, we want to say also we have a new war room. So we have a new war room. Thanks to everyone who's. I reached out to a select few pigeons who have continued to they've been with us for 3 to 4 months unincentivized. And the reason why we do unincentivized testnets is because we need to see who really can for the long haul. So those folks are sort of rising to the surface now. And what we did is invite them to our pigeon war room. So thank you. Special thanks to MCB. Special thanks to Node Guru. Special thanks to Node Jumper and team. Also special thanks to the Confio team. Special thanks to Alex Ethan from founder of Confio. I know I woke him up in the middle of his hackathon to help us. We thank you for helping us get a handle on it. And we are very, very excited to continue to test the upgrades on CosmWasm. So we're using the latest and greatest WASM-D. We are now on WASM-D v29 release candidate 2. So Paloma is now tip of spear for CosmWasm, right? We are pushing the CosmWasm feature set forward with our use case, and we're excited to continue to test on testnet to do so as we take our road to mainnet. So we now have new team members, we have new support, we have a new war room, and we are going to continue to, again, aggressively delegate stake to validators that come on board. And we are super excited about what's coming for next week. Unfortunately, I can't tell you because it's a surprise, but it should be super awesome. And we're ready to go. So thanks for joining us. Anything else, Bureau, that I forgot to cover?
No, I think that's a wrap.
Are we complete? Is that a complete wrap? Complete. All right. So with that, we cue the music. Encourage you to come to Paloma Chain. Check out our limit order bot. Let's build some cool stuff in just-in-time liquidity, cross-chain execution, and let's see where else we can go. What other chains await the pigeons?